right, YouTube, AJ Shaver with Shaver Sales here again, and we have SplitForce units in stock ready for purchase. So I have everything from our SF9 with the 2-inch ball. The gray one back there is an SF9 TR, so that's the self-propelled unit, no conveyor. This is my new flagship model. It's a 1316 that I built for myself. I'll tell you all about the extra features that I have packed into this one. The blue and the orange are identical. They're an 1116, and the green one all the way at the end, perspective is throwing it off, but that is a 20-foot conveyor on the green one all the way down the lineup. So let me grab that camera out of the tripod. We'll do a quick walk around before it gets too dark on me. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the first view of our 2024 spring lineup. And like I said in the intro, they're all here. Every model that SplitForce makes is on the property, and we even packed some of these, like my gray one, with extra features that are just available here for the 24 year and hopefully moving forward. So the SF9 is a 2-inch ball, just kind of low speed tow, we'll say, behind like the garden tractor, the ATV, the side-by-side. Little 9 horsepower manual start Honda GX 720, or yeah, 720, 270 on this one. Log lift, $1,000 option that's up in the stored position. Just so we can get it here, I just got to take out the little 1/2-inch bolt, and then this folds down, and we put this pin into that eyelet, and it'll be just like the rest of them. Like I said, low speed, off-road agricultural tires. Again, perfect for being towed around the woodlot with the quad, side-by-side, garden tractor, you know, something like that. Pretty much all of the SplitForce units, actually not pretty much, but exactly, all of them have the same vertical mass, the same cylinder, same wedge, same working height, same log lift, if it's optioned that way. And pretty much from, you know, this vertical piece here out is all the same. It's just a matter of conveyors, no conveyors, and what height the conveyors are. So I will put the prices in at the end of the video, and just because we had a couple price increases with SplitForce, I do not want to misquote anything. So this is our SF9 2-inch towable. All right, so next in the lineup is the self-propelled unit, no conveyor. Now we can option this one with a conveyor that goes off the side. It would go off the left if you're standing, you know, here looking at the table. It would kind of feed, you know, from here and go up about 6 feet. So nice for loading, you know, short dump trailers, pickup trucks and whatnot. But again, everything as far as the working table, the log lift, and the vertical mast are all the same across the units. Just this one is the self-propelled. So there's our little hydraulic motor, the roller chain. It is a solid axle. You can see the grease zerks here going through to keep it all lubed up. Big hydraulic tank, which is pretty much identical to how the towable one is. And then this one we upgraded to the electric start. So this is actually, you know, an 11 horsepower. It's a GX 340. Got it right this time. But electric start, I know how hydraulics can be in the cold, so we've kind of been optioning things with the electric start on them. Again, I'm going to put the prices in the description. Standard SF9 would be a 9 horsepower pull start, just like what was on the little green towable one. We upped this one to an electric start, not to confuse people, but just to option it a little bit more on how it's user-friendly around the woodlot. You're already putting this kind of an investment in, an extra, I think it's $800, you know, for the electric start, the battery, the bigger motor, all of that kind of good stuff. So you get your drive control here and your steering. So left is left and back right is right. I believe that's forward being that direction, the splitter table, back towards you sends you that direction. So log lift valve, and then like I didn't mention on the other one, the foot pedal down the bottom is your vertical splitter up and down. All right, so SF9 towable, SF11 with the 11 horsepower electric start. Now, this is my baby. I am very excited about this one because I built it, designed it, had some extra options put on it because just, you know, selling these for a year, we use them. We got a lot of feedback from you, the customer, or you, the potential customer, on things with the comments and stuff in the YouTube comment section here and over on Facebook. So what we did with this one, we did pressure gauges, LED work light, bigger electric horsepower motor or electric start horsepower motor, oil cooler, and reversible conveyor. Yes, a reversible conveyor. Why, might you ask? Well, after selling these for a year, we moved quite a few units, and you get processing firewood and you don't really notice how close the top of the conveyor is getting to the top of the wood pile. And sure enough, we had a customer in South Carolina and one in Arizona that paddle came around to there and sucked in a piece of wood. So the only way back then that we could do it in 23 was to reverse the drive lines here on the hydraulic motor that runs the conveyor and just run it backwards. So you have your supply and return, flip the two of those, and then the conveyor runs backwards. So what I had Matthew and the SplitForce people do is give me a lever here for forward, neutral, and reverse. And reverse is just, it's an automatic detent, so it won't run continuously, but you can stop it and then just kind of bring everything back down. I'll fire these up pending daylight. But what I had guys do, there were some customers were questioning the pressure. So we have a nice pressure gauge here, it goes up to 5,000 PSI. Your standard log lift valve, the foot pedal here for your up and down on the lever for working the cylinder. We have a switch here for our LED lights. One comes straight down on the working table. The other one should be angled up so it can show on the conveyor or the wood pile behind you. We went with the 13 horsepower motor on this one. That's why it says 1316 here. And I did that because I needed a few more charging amps to go with a bigger battery to run the fan on the oil cooler. How cool is this little guy? Ha, pun intended, I guess. I am a father of 5, so we'll chalk that one up to a dad joke. Nice little cooler fan on this one. And it's just the more customers that we were talking to throughout the year, they were running these for longer times, putting up some serious cordage volume. And I said, you know what, just to kind of preserve everything, let's go ahead and put a cooler on these and just make it, you know, industrial grade, professional grade, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's a necessary. It's just going to help all the seals and valves and everything else to last a little longer. The oil tank is huge on these, probably holds 15 gallons or better. After doing the one with the Halverson 100 TR Honda over there, that might even be 20 gallons. I'd have to look at the spec sheet. Maybe we'll put something here in the comments if I figure it out while I'm editing the video. But again, self-propelled, hydraulic steering, hydraulic drive, positive traction. So same kind of valve controls here, but the middle one on this is for your conveyor up and down, your drive, and your steering. Really, really excited about this unit, if you couldn't tell already, because I think I've said excited like 5 times. Built it in a battleship gray. Why? I don't know. Just kind of liked it. We built one for, I think, Boonville or Bunyan last year in battleship gray, and it looked pretty sharp, so we went that direction. All right, so the blue and the yellow share the same frame, same everything else, same 16-foot conveyor as our battleship gray one, but these have your traditional electric or traditional 11 horsepower, smaller battery, but with an electric start on it. Just again, looking for simplicity around the wood yard. Everything else is identical as far as functionality. It's just the gray one has a 13 horsepower motor versus the 11 horsepower. We did the same pressure gauge up on this, just for reading and seeing how things, you know, are performing. If there's any questions as far as, you know, tonnage and pressures. Same workspace, same log lift. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, these are little Teflon wear pads on the conveyor. It's just when it goes upside down and comes in the underneath part of the conveyor, it helps take away that metal on metal kind of grind that happens on these. So we do price them up on all of the units that is, you know, in our line item proposal. Same off-road tires, big oil tank. Again, smaller battery. It is a 2-stage pump on these. I do have the cylinders in the all the way up position for just shooting the video here. They do come down pretty far. I don't know if I can show it here or not. It'll do it. Oh, there it goes. So that comes down quite a bit. I don't know if I can get the right camera angle here so you can see what it looks like all the way up. But we transport everything over on the gooseneck. It was all nice and low. We didn't tickle, you know, any traffic lights coming through town or nothing. Even with the 20-footer, it was fine. You saw the video there with the 20-footer in the back of the semi-trailer, and it did fine as far as storage and things. But that's our two SF 1116s with an 11 horsepower electric start. All right, it looks like I am losing daylight here pretty quick. It's about 6 o'clock p.m. So there's a lot of, like I've said before, a lot of similarities. So the bigger 13 horsepower motor that's on this one is the same 13 horsepower electric start on the gray one. A lot of back and forth on these, so it's not like we're reinventing the wheel, just kind of repurposing things in a different means. And again, we're going with the larger 13 because I need the voltage. Somebody that's going to get a 20-foot conveyor is probably going to run this thing for several hours. So again, we put the oil cooler on this with the bigger battery. That way there's more storage capacity for, you know, your amps and voltage and stuff for running these. They are a Honda GX390. That's what makes it the 13 horse. No work lights or nothing on this one. No reversible conveyor. Same pressure gauge just for showing things off, just for a check and balance on things. The log lift valve. Foot pedal working your splitter in and out. So it is an automatic return, but you do have to step on it to get it to come down. And again, we did put all these together with the log lift. It does one of two things. It picks everything up from the ground, and then it gives you an extra piece of real estate for, you know, just a working table for cracking through things, you know, whether you're doing something big or something small. But it is an option. They're $1,000, but we put them on everything. All right, so I'm gonna have to go through the closet. I have a SplitForce hat somewhere. I'm not sure where that is. Maybe one of the kids absconded with it, but I will find that for future videos. And but this is the lineup, so I'll just kind of take this opportunity to put all the pricing up on the screen here so you can see how it all shakes down. You know, from the towable unit to the self-drive, no conveyor, to your standard, you know, 1116. And then again, we have a lot of upgrades on the Battleship gray one. The blue and the orange are pretty much identical. We didn't do anything extra with them outside of the log lift and the Teflon pads. And then of course the green one here to my left is the 20-foot conveyor model with the electric start and the oil cooler on it. The second price sheet here is also the different options. It kind of breaks everything out. And you know, it is March of 2024, so if you're looking at this video and it's no longer 2024, prices are subject to change without notice. So kind of take that with a grain of salt. Don't hold me to it. I normally don't publish the prices, but we've been getting a lot of feedback with people thanking us for doing it. So as long as everything stays positive, I guess we'll keep putting the prices out. But again, they are all immediately available. I built them how I would like something done. Did it add a couple of bucks to it? Yes. Are you going to enjoy it as a customer? Absolutely. So We are an authorized dealer for SplitForce. So if we can earn your business with the sales quote, if you watch our videos, you see the channel, you learn something from our tips and tricks piece, please allow me the opportunity to get you that sales quote. The phone number is 833-SPLITTER. It is 833-775-4887. You can also email me. It's sales@shaverequipment.com. Just a one-man band. I will get back to you if I miss a phone call coming in. I'm doing something noisy. You can always text me. Emails I tend to get into in the later afternoon or after dinner. Just a one-man band. We're out here doing the wood processing and, you know, just the regular run of the day-to-day business stuff. But do my best to get back to you, because when you call that phone number or shoot the email, you get me. We run absolutely everything that we sell. So we have most of the answers to your questions, just because we've asked the same question ourselves. And it's the school of hard knocks. Some things we have to figure out, and some things we muscle through. So give us a phone call, shoot us an email. Would love to hear from you. Would love to earn your business even more. Again, there's over 100 grand worth of inventory sitting here just waiting for a new home. We do hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We are finally over 5,000 subscribers, which is awesome. It seemed like it took forever to get there, but it's an awesome threshold to finally hit. And put your comments down below. Would love to know what you think about our units, if we can do anything different, do anything better. And we'll catch you on the next go around. Remember, we're always working hard to be lazy.